And now, man, let's go to the yellow light. Let's go to that yellow light where we have two veterans, I will say, that are in this area. And the first one we're going to talk about just recently got traded. Or no, he didn't get traded. He signed with a new team. He wanted to come home, everybody. He wanted to come home. And that is Mr. Davante Adams, man, with the Rams now. Wanted to come home. 24 stats, man. He had 85 receptions for 1,063 yards, 8 touchdowns. That was only across 14 games. But then with those same stats, man, dude was still getting his a little bit. Like, there wasn't a lot because, he was playing with the Jets towards the end of it, which didn't help out too much. But I think things are going to change this year coming up. He has a high ceiling and like a high floor candidate, I would say, especially for people who do not expect for him to be him, I would say. Because, like, he is getting close to that age, like that 32 mark. So people might be shy of like, saying, hey, man, dynasty, do I really want him? If you're a contender, you might want to get him on your team. You might want to get him. For a rebuild, you might want to try to trade him away, man. So that's why, man, he's in that range where it's like cautious to the win. And let's not talk, man, over like the past 5 seasons, the dude had 28.7% up in like a target target shares over 5 seasons. So let's not forget about that. And especially him being in that Sean McVay's offense that actually loves to pass. And the one thing I can say about Davante Adams is that he's different from daggone Puka.
He is. Davante, that's why they work together. He is.
Davante is pretty healthy.
And he scores touchdowns.
He's pretty healthy.
Touchdowns. And he's healthy.
He's pretty healthy. I'm just going to say that out there right now. So if you do have the chance just to get this guy, you heard it here first. Get your boy Davante Adams, man. Let me know what your thoughts about Davante being up on that yellow light.
I would almost put him to green. Yes, I'm high on Davante Adams again this year. I think he's gonna have. He finished as wide receiver 11 last year, so that's impressive. He's right there with Garrett Wilson. That is very. Where did Garrett Wilson finish in? I can't find him. But anyway, he finished 10. Okay, so it was 10 and 11. I think he had 8 touchdowns. I think he can get up to 12 touchdowns this year. He could be a sneaky bet of him leading the league in touchdown catches this year. Just in touchdown catches, man, I wouldn't be shocked if he got like 14 touchdowns this year. I'm telling you. He might have like 80 receptions, 900-some yards, and 14 touchdowns. I just think that because Puka can't get the touchdowns, and so he's going to be the one to get them.
So what if I told you he's going to get the same number of daggone touchdowns that is actually up on his jersey this year?
He's 17. Is he still number 17?
He's still 17, dog.
Damn, I ain't say 17. I said 14. I thought that was a little bit of stretch, but 17 touchdowns. That will lead the league in receiving touchdowns.
You're now listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. And now your hosts, Christian and Chris. Powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. I am your host, Christian_CFS in the building. And we got Mr. K Camp here right now, man. How you doing, Mr. K Camp?
What up? Shalom Kim to my good people, and shalom Kim to my bad people. When you get some peace in this world, so you can make better decisions and be good people. Before we get started, I just want to say a little. I don't even want to say a prayer, but just the fact that peace be unto all the people who suffer from the flooding. They said how many people they hadn't found or they found dead. I can't remember what they said, but prayers up to those individuals and families. We lift you up in our prayers, man. It's a tough time.
Yep. Prayers up to the people up in Texas right now. On that note, how was your weekend, good sir?
Weekend was good. Thank you. Weekend was good. What did we do? Yeah, I grilled out on Friday, and then the boys and the wife got to the pool.
Hold on. Everybody, we telling him to hold on because he's just not gonna run past that. He grilled on Friday, but he did not let us know what he put on the grill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did. We did street tacos. I found this Mexican supermarket who had like meat already marinated, flank hanger steak was already marinated. I had some short rib was already marinated and some chicken, some pollo. Man, threw it on the grill, seasoned. All it was grilled is already seasoned. Phenomenal. We just kept it simple, man. Some tacos and some cheese dip, did some onions and some, cilantro, lime, some verde. You want a detail? There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you got to give us the full blown details because you just ain't gonna go past that and just make it look like you talking about. Yeah, I just grilled out. The first thing people out there they thinking is what? Everybody, what is the first thing that you thinking about whenever he said he grilled out? I bet you for a fact y'all weren't gonna say nothing about no tacos.
No, you weren't gonna say tacos.
No, they weren't gonna say no tacos.
They was not gonna say the tacos.
They weren't gonna say the tacos. So for you to explain it, that's why you just can't run past that. Yeah, we just grilled out and everything, and we just kept it moving, man. Dave, the wife and everything. I'm gonna let you carry back on now. Just go back to what you was talking about.
Man, Saturday, the wife and I we had a little day. Got the sitter came over for a few hours. We went to see F1. Good movie. I highly recommend it. Y'all go see it with Brad Pitt and Damson Idris. Real good movie. And then we went to dinner. So with her sister and my brother-in-law. Yep. And Sunday she cooked dinner. So yeah, we good weekend, good calm, good filled weekend. What about you?
Had a good Friday. I'll say that. Relaxed. If that meant doing a DIY project, but
what's that?
I ended up making my own barnyard doors, like closet doors. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, so ended up doing that. I promised for like a while that I was gonna do those, so I was like,
you promised a while. It's a honeydew project.
Yeah, I needed to get those done, but I still got to finish like the rest of the house though. So. I still got to finish the rest of the house. But yeah, man, we did not grill out. So I do not have any special things that like I put on the grill. But I will say that the wife ended up doing a seafood boil. Which was phenomenal. I'm talking about, you know, they be talking about like just finger licking to the bone and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have no bones. We just had crab, shrimp. Finger licking to the shells. I'm talking about where you can just crack that bad boy. But yeah, man, it was good.
Some
man,
potatoes and some corn on the cob in there too, and some sausage links.
Sure did. Yeah, good sir. It was really good. It was very delicious. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I did. And then relax with the family, and now we starting the week strong. So starting the week strong. So. But yeah, man, that is all I can say, man. And just like what we said before, man, if y'all do not want to hear about what's going on, go down up in the chapters. You can just push straight to it and just go straight to the podcast and start listening to all the good fun facts that we have.
I was trying to think, is there anything in the news? Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing sports going on but baseball, huh? We did talk about the NBA. You talked about the draft? Talk about the draft? NBA draft?
No, I was going to talk about that trade that we didn't talk about last week.
trade?
with Jalen Ramsey going to the Steelers and then Micah
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back
Let's
home.
just before we get into that real quick. This is a shout out to my Dallas Mavericks and my Duke Blue Devils. Yeah, we got Cooper Flag, #1 draft pick. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Kyrie resign. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So now we can go on to the Minka Fitzpatrick and the Jalen Ramsey trade.
Hey man, you ain't shout out none of the daggone Charlotte Hornets dog or something like that, man. You shout out.
Shut up. Yes,
we got two of the Duke players.
Charlotte got a Dookie. Y'all got KK.
We got
somebody else. KK. Who else?
We got like y'all's best defender or something like that. Like your defense defender or something. I forgot what the dude's name was, but man, you gonna make me yeah.
KK Cooper Flag.
You gonna make me look it up.
It wasn't Tyrese Proctor. He went somewhere else. It wasn't the center Malawaga. Who am I missing? Dang, I'm missing somebody.
Yeah, you are. Let me see who they got.
We supposed to be on for a good time, not a long time. Here we are. We getting distracted. Y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you are. You're getting distracted.
I am. My bad. I thought we didn't talk last week, but maybe we did. I think I missed the draft. When was the draft? It was in June.
I don't know, man. His daggone last name is James. Sion James.
Oh, yeah. The transfer. Y'all did get Sion James. That's right. Y'all did get him. Okay.
Yeah, sure did. But man, we can forget about the baseball and we can go straight on to this trade. So what was your thoughts about the trade with Jalen Ramsey going to the Steelers?
I mean, Jalen Ramsey, I think look at his PPF grade and everything else. He's marginally better than Minka Fitzpatrick. He's younger than Minka by maybe 2 or 3 years, something like that. But I mean, it ain't moving the needle for me. It's almost a wash, honestly, in my opinion.
Okay, it's a wash. Yeah, because I heard that he's actually moving to safety.
Is it Jalen Ramsey? That's good though. That's good.
Yeah, moving to safety.
Okay, that's what Minka's like. Okay. That'd be good for him, no.
So I'll be interested to see what ends up happening.
It'll prolong his career for sure and move to safety.
Yeah, that dude's getting a whopping $26 million this year too.
$6 million. I mean, well, they got it. Pittsburgh ain't really paying nobody, so
yeah, man, they
should have it. So yeah, I'm and then they got Jonnu Smith, so I guess they about to run two tight end offense. So there goes Pat. There goes
Pat Freiermuth, and then you also got the kid out of Georgia, but I don't think his stock was ever high since he was just a blocker anyway. So
Darnell, you right?
Yeah. But yeah, man. So another question on this, since we're just still going over this trade, do you think Mike Tomlin is on the hot seat?
Ooh, I mean, this could be a whole episode. I think so. Let me say this: they're not going to fire him, right?
That's the only thing I wanted to know.
They're not going to fire him at the end of the season. I think they're going to win. What are they going to win? 7. I'm going to say they'll win between 7 and 9 games, right? It's probably not enough to make the playoffs, right? And so they're going to sit him down. They're going to mutually part ways, I think. I think that they both need to change the scenery. I think that Tomlin needs to change the scenery, right? And I think Pittsburgh needs a new voice in the locker room. I think they would do them both wonders, honestly.
Okay. So I'm just going to throw this out there. And so since both can need and use a new scenery, let's say the season didn't end well, because we don't want to wish any bad blood on them, but let's just say it happened. It happened. Things happen. Right. So then they end up parting ways. Who is the best? Like, what's the best spot for him?
Mike Tomlin? I don't know. I really don't. I don't love defensive head coaches. It's the offensive league. If you got a hell of an OC, I don't like defensive coaches personally. That's just me. It depends on who job will be up. I guess the Giants, maybe.
That's the first place I was gonna say. What are your thoughts about him going to the Giants?
I mean, it'll reinvigorate them. Who's the OC? I'm going back to who's the OC. Now the defense Giants got pretty good. You gonna Demo Dayball, the OC in the same organization, that is not happening. He gonna be like, nah, don't disrespect me like that. Nah, I'll go, but you ain't finna demote me to OC and then eventually might be the head coach. And I was a former head coach. We're not gonna do that. I'll go somewhere else be the OC.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to be the next like the next hottest coach or somebody that they can put in, but he'll have to get somebody old school, pretty much. That's that regenerating type of OC that's up and coming. I would say.
He needs He's a young, fresh OC that's up and coming who can be creative.
Hey man, find somebody out of college, man.
Not the one you got now who is not creative at all. I don't know how you got it. Arthur Smith. I don't know. He's not creative at all. Arthur Smith. Like, bro, be creative. So,
but yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. That was in the news. That was in the news, man. And then we're gonna start this episode off nice, good, and right. We're gonna do something different, man. Man, just like how last week episode. If you have not watched that one, go back. I'm gonna timestamp it like up here somewhere, just so you can actually see it. Yeah, go back to the episode, man. We actually had a lot of fun, man. Trying to be like the best piggy bank crushers. It's trying to spend $100 upon a starting lineup. And I saw everybody's comments saying that like my team was the best, man. I really think that.
I know they didn't say that. I know they didn't say that. I know they show me I need the receipts. I need the receipts on that one. I need the receipts on that one.
Nah, they ain't say anything yet, but hey, man, y'all gonna look at the teams, man. You gotta watch the episode and tell us, man, if your team is better, man. Tell us if your team is better. You got a better team than us. Now let us know down in the comments. Yeah, put it up in the comments up on the IG page and everything. But just like let us know. But on this episode, did you ever play that game like red light, green light whenever you was younger?
Growing up, I did. I sure did.
So everybody, we're gonna take everybody back to their childhood, just like what we took you back to before, man. We're gonna do something different, man. We're gonna play a little red light, green light up in here, man. A red light, green light, and pretty much what we're doing is we're breaking it down in buy, sell, and hold. So buy, sell, and hold, but in a red light, green light form. And to kick it off, man. Since we're gonna start off with the green, man. The green is the best, man.
Green's the best. Green means go. Yep.
Yeah, greens mean go, man. Go, go, go. So what if I told you we got 8 players that can either potentially be in the green, the red, or the yellow, or green, yellow, red, whatever way y'all want to see it, or red, yellow, green. And with that, man, we got 8 players, man, and we're gonna kick it off, man. The first player we're gonna talk about is I gotta talk about my boy, man. I gotta talk about Rashid Rice, man.
Now, did you get the comparison? Because you said something before we got on the air about a comparison to Rashid Rice. Now, you put him in there before or after? You still feel the same way?
I put him in there before, but I still feel the same way, man. Because he's the better, man. It's sort of like great organizations put players in place to actually learn and understand, just to bring them up gradually. And I think that's what this team did with the Chiefs drafting Jalen Royals. A lot of people have already said that the Chiefs have already said that Jalen Royals reminds them of Rashid Rice, which is really good, which is phenomenal, which means that maybe he could end up taking the place of like Hollywood Brown next year, maybe. Because he's going to be gone. So now you got that another year. Rashid Rice coming off the injury. But yeah, man, Rashid Rice, man, he was doing his thing. So like he's one of the guys that are in green. Ended up coming out with his rookie year. He had 103 receptions for 1,226 yards and 9 touchdowns. And then he also had a 25.7 target share versus Travis Kelce late in that season. So you got to be mindful of that too. So he was getting the ball and cooking in his rookie year. And then on top of that, he was also what was he? He was also top 3 last year before he got hurt.
Yeah, of course, the 3 games.
I'm talking about the boy was grinding out there. He was top 3 in his position with fantasy points, which was close to 21.6 points in PPR formats through weeks 1 through 3, and he was just making it look easily. And then he ended up getting hurt. But yeah, so it got hurt. But that's when you had your chance, and you might still got your chance right now, because there might be some people out there that physically are not troopers of Rashid Rice, because they think, hey man, he's hurt, he's gonna probably have to come back. Hey man, you still might got a small window just to buy him right now. You gotta think about that Patrick Mahomes effect, everybody, man. You gotta think about that. You gotta think about Travis Kelce getting older, everybody. So what are your thoughts about Mr. Rashid Rice, and then thinking that he is a green light player for you just to have up on your team, just to try to go get if you can?
Oh, I'm all now. You said that 2024 stats, is that's mean 2023, right?
Yeah. His 2024 stats was his was the week 1 through 3, where he did 21.6 points per
Oh, okay. I'm looking. You don't have this up here. My bad. I'm looking at what you sent me. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm all in on Rashid Rice. I'm all in on him this year. I think he's gonna bounce back. Between me and you and everybody that's listening, you know how like Pat got him hurt, right? Didn't Pat? He made like a bad pass or something.
He made a
Pat
bad
got
pass.
him hurt. Bad pass. I think.
Hold on, bad pass, but he also hurt his knee because of Pat's helmet.
Because of Pat's helmet. Yep. So I think Pat gonna be like, man, my bad. I'm finna feed you, bro. I'm gonna get you paid. You're gonna do 100 plus receptions, 12 plus yards, 8 plus touchdowns. I got you, Rashid. My bad. I'm finna get you paid. So
yeah,
all systems go. Skyrocket in flight for Rashid Rice this year. I think he's gonna bounce back, because I don't think he'll get suspended. If he does, it's gonna be the next year. And like you said, he's gonna take over that Travis Kelce role, which we saw him do already.
Yeah, and I really don't. If he does get suspended, it's gonna be like community service or something like that.
It would be nothing crazy. No games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be in the games, because if it was been games, and they would have already happened already by now. I believe.
But they don't do anything until the police do something. So
yeah,
police ain't done nothing. They're just gonna wait.
Yeah, they just gonna wait. So man, that was Rashid Rice up in the green category, man. Y'all let us know your thoughts and comments. Leave it down up in the comments. Y'all let us know, like, do you think Rashid Rice is a green candidate or a guy who you want to have on your team? Just let us know, man. And then the next green light candidate, man, we got to talk about that offensive rookie of the year, Mr. Jaden Daniels. Man, he put on a show, man. He did this close from getting into the Super Bowl. It's close.
It's close. He ran up on that buzzsaw, though.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, man, we ain't going to talk about that game. But I don't even think it was his fault. But hey, man,
it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault.
If they would have kept it close, man, I think it would have been a real close game. But it wasn't. But he was the offensive rookie of the year. The dude came out throwing, I mean, like, phenomenal. I know everybody's probably out there trying to get him now. He had 3,568 yards passing on 25 passing TDs. Plus, he had that dual threat ability, which everybody knew about. He had that 891 yards rushing with 6 touchdowns. So that was phenomenal right there for him. But then he also put out that average, what everybody loves up in fantasy, 23.9 points per game. Ranked 5th in fantasy. And that's the one thing that you like right there is, man, you like that dual threat ability, man. You like that dual threat. And with that dual threat ability, man, the ceiling is the roof.
Man, there is no ceiling with him.
But yeah, man, I have him as a green candidate, but I want to get your thoughts. But I also want to think about, do you think he's going to have that sophomore slump next year?
See, you put him as a green. I would put him as a yellow because I need to hold. Because something is telling me that he might have a sophomore slump. Not because of him, but just because of what I feel like that Washington didn't do enough in the offseason to help him. They went and got Debo. Not impressed with Debo. I'm not impressed. You know how I feel about Debo Samuel. I'm not impressed with him. I don't think he helped them move the needle. Now, I think they're going to bring Terry McLaurin back. They're going to have to pay him $30-something million a year and bring him back. But I just think that, teams are also watching tape on him, watching tendencies on him. Now he's not a rookie, so he's not catching anybody off guard, right? So the fact that they did, I feel like they didn't do enough in free agency and in the draft to help him out offensively, and just him having a year under his belt and teams now they have a whole year of tape that they can, they can key on for him. So I think he's going to have a little bit of a sophomore slump, just like C.J. Stroud did from his rookie to sophomore year.
So I know you mentioned C.J. Stroud. He's not, just so you know everybody, he's not up in the red light, green light special. But since you mentioned him, do you think the Washington Commanders are going to do the same thing that the Houston Texans did this year? Get him weapons up in the offense this year?
Did you think he'll do that to Jaden to Washington next year?
Yeah. So up in 2026, do you think they're going to get him an actual weapon?
I think they're gonna be like, oh damn, okay, we thought he could really, really carry. He needs some more help. So let's go a little bit more offense in the draft. Let's go a little bit more offense in free agency and help him out. Just like you said, the same way Houston did, because I think Houston last year they drafted most of the defensive players. Okay, we got our quarterback. He did this whoop-de-woo. What we don't need to help him too much. Let's just build. No, left that man out there. People getting hurt. He's struggling. And then fired the OC. So, yeah, I think similar to what's going to happen to Jaden, they're going to see him like, yeah, we should have some more offensive weapons. And they'll help him out for next year, I think, in my opinion.
So the one thing that I was going to say about Jaden Daniels that I did like, do you don't think he has that Russell Wilson effect similar to what Quinn had whenever he was the defensive coordinator up in Seattle at all, where he just wants Jaden just to be that game manager? And then the thing about Jaden Daniels, which is awesome, is that he has that electrical factor where he could take over a game if he needs to. Similar to like how, not the Russell, where he's like a higher, I say like a better upgrade than Russell. Because he's not a game manager, but he can be that game manager for you, but he has that it factor.
I see what you're saying. Rush had a lot. Didn't they had Marshawn Lynch. Obviously, they had Legion of Boom, but they had Marshawn. Like, I'm not high on Brian Robinson Jr. You didn't even get a better running back. And this running back was it was a plethora of running backs in this draft. You didn't sign a running back. You could have got helped them there to help out Brian Robinson Jr. He can only do so much. JD can only do so much. We know he ain't the sturdy built, He kind of slim frame, so my man need all the help he can get. And I just don't think they did enough to help him. They did go to wide receiver, but I don't know who it was. I think I'd be like the 4th, 5th round, somebody late. They may want him to be the game manager, but I don't think there's enough around him for him just to be a game manager. Let me say that.
You're talking about Jalen Lane?
Yeah, from Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
So they might want him to be a game manager or whatever, but I don't think they have enough around him for him to be that.
But what they also did do as well, I don't know if you remember, but they did kind of help him up on the offensive line a little bit. I don't know if you think this guy's pretty good.
Free agency?
Well, they did trade for Laramie Tunsil.
That's right. They got
at like left tackle. So that's one thing that I want to see. Like, I don't know if you knew about that, but they ended up getting him to help out a little bit.
I do remember that.
So
I don't know if Laramie is just that good. You know what I'm saying? To hold it down for him at the left tackle position. He's good, but he ain't great. Right?
Yeah.
He ain't Trent back in the day. He ain't none of my boys from Philly. So he ain't Zach Martin from back in the day. Just don't, yeah. It's a little bit. So I'll say this: it is an upgrade at that left tackle position. But
so what about also like since we're talking about like what about the trade whenever they end up getting Marshawn Lattimore last year up at corner? Do you think Marshawn Lattimore was like washed at all by any chance or?
Yeah.
Okay. We ain't even got to talk about that. I was just asking because I'm trying to give people the stats, the reason why I still think that Jaden Daniels is going to be him. And if people are trying to get off him because they believe he's going to have a sophomore slump, hey, man, even if he does have a sophomore slump, I still take Dag on 19 points per game, though.
Oh, yeah. Let me be clear now.
He might not be 23. He might not be him. He might not have that 23, but I'll take that 19. That's something I ain't got.
He just might be in a little slump, right?
What they say back in the day? Just set it and forget it.
Yeah, man. Who was the cornerback you said they got?
Marshawn Lattimore when they traded Marshawn Lattimore.
That's what it is.
But yeah,
Marshawn,
so they got
29.
him. He's still a little. Corners
he's probably still got about 2 more years left of high level corner.
You ain't got to worry about Marshawn and then back on.
Right.
And then Mike Evans going back and forth now.
Right.
Now it's gonna be him and like AJ Brown or somebody like that.
Oh, right.
But yeah, man. So just like a recap real quick over the green lights, man. We had Rashid Rice, then we also had Jaden Daniels, and we going to the next green light guy. Man, I just had to put this guy on him, man. I just had to, man. Even though, man, your boy was been talking bad about him. I just don't. Man, I had to put him on here now, man. I'm seeing the light now, man. I'm seeing the light.
You seeing the light?
Yeah, I'm seeing the light, man. I had to put Ashton Jeanty, man, the rookie phenom that is coming out of Boise State and with the Raiders, the workhorse back. Man, this dude in college was close to breaking Barry Sanders' record, man. Let's see, can he make that work up in the NFL? Do we think it's going to be 2,000 yards? No. But what we do expect for him is to have that workload. The dude had 2,601 yards and on 29 touchdowns in college, most YAC and missed tackles in FBS football. Also, in 2023, he ended up having 43 receptions for 569 yards on 5 touchdowns, proving that he does have that great upside to actually to be able to catch the ball as well. And in that offense with Pete Carroll and what's his name? Go on, give me the coach's name, man. His name done left my head.
Oh, Chip Kelly.
No, not Chip Kelly, but the other guy, the head coach.
You said Pete Carroll?
Okay. I ain't know. I mean, I feel like I forgot him. But yeah, man, Pete Carroll.
Carroll.
Yeah, I didn't think I said Pete Carroll, man. I was like, dang, I ain't even saying those. I ain't saying the head coach's name. But yeah, man. And Pete Carroll's offense, man, he's just gonna feed him. He's gonna understand his mistakes with Dag on Russell. Okay. And he gonna feed him the dang ball. Just like what they said up on Dag on the Blood side. Run the dang ball. Just run the dang ball. But yeah, man, what are your thoughts about Ashton Jeanty being that green light spotlight workhorse type of guy? And you know for a fact ain't nobody gonna trade him away right now. But if you can get him, I heard he's worth it.
I mean, yes, I'm high on Ashton Jeanty. I think he'll come out the gate, be an RB1 between 1 and 12. I see you got to put 1,450 yards total and 17 touchdowns. 17 touchdowns is a bit much for me. But 1,400 all-purpose yards between catching and rushing, I can see that. So I can see 1,450 about. I'm gonna give my 13 touchdowns.
13 touchdowns, okay.
Maybe.
Is that 13 touchdowns combined,
That's
Or is that
combined.
so? You think
I
he'll
can
have
see
a
him getting like two in the air and like 11 on the ground, 10 to 11 on the
okay?
ground. 17
Okay.
touchdowns. He do 17 touchdowns. Sheesh. Even Zeke didn't have 17 touchdowns his rookie year. I think he had 16 when you include receiving.
But you know what they said though, man. Each class is always, and each generation is supposed to get better, man.
It's supposed to be. We don't
They're supposed
see.
to
I
be
mean,
better.
now he only 5'8". He a little bowling ball, ain't he? I thought
Yeah,
he might be more like
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Right. MJD.
Yeah.
Somebody want to compare to LaDainian Thompson. Hold up. He ain't LT
Hey,
now.
man,
Hold up.
Yeah. I can give him MJD off gate.
All day. I get now, and MJD has some good. He had a good stretch
That's
there.
good. Real
So we
good.
ain't pooping on him saying he ain't LT, but he ain't LaDainian Thompson. He had
LT's LT's that next level. Like, does he have the potential to be close to it? We'll see.
We'll see.
We will see. I'm not gonna name it, but we'll see.
You saw LT is on the quarter century team. 25 years, the past 25 years. You see that? It was him and AP. It was a lot of running backs that came in. Priest Holmes, you're both from Tennessee, 2K.
Yep.
It was a lot of running backs in the past 25 years that could have been up there.
Yeah.
See who was number one.
Yep. So, all right, man, that was the green light special right there, man. Those are the 3 candidates that we determined that are deemed worthy for the green lights for the buys and everything. And now, man, let's go to the yellow light. Let's go to that yellow light where we have 2 veterans, I will say, that are in this area. And the first one we're gonna talk about just recently got traded. Or no, he didn't get traded. He signed with a new team. He wanted to come home, everybody. He wanted to come home. And that is Mr. Davante Adams, man, with the Rams now. Wanted to come home. 24 stats, man. He had 85 receptions for 1,063 yards, 8 touchdowns. That was only across 14 games. But then with those same stats, man, dude was still getting his a little bit. Like, there wasn't a lot because, he was playing with the Jets towards the end of it, which didn't help out too much. But I think things are going to change this year coming up. He has a high ceiling and like a high floor candidate, I would say, especially for people who do not expect for him to be him, I would say. Because, like, he is getting close to that age, like that 32 mark. So people might be shy for like, saying, hey, man, dynasty, do I really want him? If you're a contender, you might want to get him on your team. You might want to get him. For a rebuild, you might want to try to trade him away, man. So that's why, man, he's in that range where it's like cautious to the win. And let's not talk, man, over like the past 5 seasons, the dude had 28.7% up in like a target shares over 5 seasons. So let's not forget about that. And especially him being in that Sean McVay's offense that actually loves to pass. And the one thing I can say about Davante Adams is that he's different from Dagon Puka.
He is.
Davante,
that's why they work together. He is.
Davante is pretty healthy.
And he scores touchdowns.
He's pretty healthy.
Touchdowns. And he's healthy.
He's pretty healthy. I'm just going to say that out there right now. So if you do have the chance just to get this guy, you heard it here first. Get your boy Davante Adams, man. Let me know what your thoughts about Davante being up on that yellow light.
I would almost put him to green. Yes, I'm high on Davante Adams again this year. I think he's gonna have. He finished as wide receiver 11 last year, so that's impressive. He's right there with Gary Wilson. That is very. Where did Gary Wilson finish in? I can't find him. But anyway, he finished 10. Okay, so it was 10 and 11. I think he had 8 touchdowns. I think he can get up to 12 touchdowns this year. He could be a sneaky bet of him leading the league in touchdown catches this year. Just in touchdown catches, man, I wouldn't be shocked if he got like 14 touchdowns this year. I'm telling you, he might have like 80 receptions, 900 some yards, and 14 touchdowns. I just think that because Puka can't get the touchdowns, and so he's gonna be the one to get them.
So what if I told you he's going to get the same number of daggone touchdowns that is actually up on his jersey this year?
He's 17. Is he still number 17?
He's still 17, dog.
Damn, I ain't say 17. I said 14. I thought that was a little bit of stretch, but 17 touchdowns. That will lead the league in receiving touchdowns. 17.
I'm just saying, man. The one thing that like you got to look at, man. A lot of people, like prime example, man. Just let's just look at it, man. Let's just go about it real quick. Most of the time, your top wide receiver is what? The guy that actually gets thrown the ball the most. Mm-hmm. And when it matters the most, I believe that Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford is going to throw Davante Adams the ball the most. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes up in that red zone. Mm-hmm. He might get, I say, about 7 to 8 touchdowns just in the red zone, and that's just in the red zone, period. Mm-hmm. But all the other touchdowns, I think he's going to be able to get them, man. They're going to feed him. And has Davante Adams ever been a number 1 wide receiver overall?
Yeah, surely, right? Surely he's finished 1-on-1. Maybe not.
I don't know, man. Y'all let us know.
Maybe he hasn't.
Y'all let us know. Has he ever finished as the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy?
Finished? Oh, that's a very good question.
And the only reason I'm bringing it up is because you got to think about the guys who has came ahead of him. We had Jamar Chase. We had Justin Jefferson. We had Tyreek Hill. We also had Amon-Ra St. Brown. We had CeeDee Lamb. All those 5 wide receivers are all the top echelon in their position, and they're all dogs. The only thing is that, do you think a 32-year-old can end up being the number 1 wide receiver?
Man.
In the league?
I don't think so.
Even though he's still going to get that volume?
I don't think so.
That's why he's a caution, everybody. That's why he's a caution. That's why you got to hold on to him. So what you find, good sir?
I ain't found it. They ain't answered my question. They didn't answer my question like I wanted them to.
So he couldn't find it, but we're going to go on to the next caution, and then we're going to bring him back up again just in case. So the next one is, man, at caution to the win is we got to say Mr. Saquon Barkley. And I know a lot of y'all out there saying pump the brakes, man. Saquon did his thing last year, and that's the reason why he's cautioned, man. The dude put up 2,000 yards last year. Like, if you want to be frank, the dude put up a total of, what was like 2,283 yards total with his receiving. So that's a lot for a daggone running back. We already know he's going to take that teardrop. So for people thinking he's going to get that back at that 1,600 yards, that would be phenomenal if he's able to do that. But he's getting to that age of 29. Will the Eagles use a type of, not say committee per se, but to give him breathing reps? Like instead of him running for 354 rushing attempts?
Yeah,
is that going to drop down to like maybe 300?
Yeah, I think it'll drop down a little bit. I think it will.
So we're going to see what's going to happen, man. What are your thoughts about Mr. Saquon taking a step back and then being a caution player for this red light, green light, yellow light special?
I don't have much to say. I agree completely. I think he will take a little step back, not because of his talent, but just because they want to preserve him. Mm-hmm. And then, even defensive teams will be keying in on him to stop him more also. So, it's a little bit step back like he won't do. He ain't doing 2,000 yards. He might do like 1,600 yards. And, I think of that nature. I was trying to see how many he had. 345 rushing attempts. Like you said, he might be down 300 to 290 because he touched the ball 400 sometimes. That's just ridiculous. So, yeah, I agree. Yellow light for Saquon Barkley. He's still gonna be a stud. He's still gonna be a running back one. He just probably won't be running back one overall. That's all. Just should be a top 5, top 6 running back.
He'll be number 1 up in your heart, good sir.
Right? Let's go. Red light. Pushing time. We're pushing it.
Hey, man, we got the red lights, man. The red lights special, man. We got just nothing but wide receivers up in the red lights. The first person kicking off is daggone Mr. Tyreek Hill, man. The dude he's 31 years old. He's coming off wrist surgery. Is he a decline risk? Also, he had the lowest full season yardage since his rookie year last year for 81 receptions, 959 yards on 6 touchdowns. And based off of that, like, we don't know what the Miami Dolphins is doing right now. And currently right now, Tyreek Hill's out there racing people, calling out I'm so speed or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Trey Lyles, everybody like that. Is he really focusing on football right now? But I do know they did say is that's how you get burnt out, is why you continue to practice. And sometimes you got to change up your cadence up in your workouts. Maybe that's what he's doing right now, just to prove people that he's gonna be him still. But yeah, man, at 31, you know what they say about speed, man. It starts to decline when you get older, and he's gonna be turning 32 this year. So
yeah, I agree. I agree completely. He's a red light for me. I do think the Dolphins, they will get back to just throwing the ball to Waddle and Tyreek Hill. They'll get back to some of that. But yeah, he's declining. He's about to be 31. You already said he got minor injuries. Yeah, I think he's gonna drop. He's a red light for sure for me.
Okay, and this next guy that's on here, don't get upset, man. Don't be killing the daggone messenger, but I had to put him on here, man. Some of y'all out there, y'all need to pump the brakes up on daggone BTJ. Some of y'all need to pump the brakes up on Brian Thomas Jr., man. Stop trying to put this guy up here where you're trying to put this dude so high up on this pedestal that if he does not reach this, you're going to be disappointed.
Tough. Yeah.
So do not put him. Yes, he had a great... And let me go back. He had a phenomenal rookie year. 87 receptions, 1,282 yards on 10 touchdowns. Was that a great rookie year? Yes. That was. And it's in the AFC, so you know it's tough. But then on top of that, you guys, y'all can't, like, he's already valued for, like, dynasty at, like, wide receiver 7. Like, come on. Don't push him up too high. And then he ends up hurting you because you think he's going to be that next best thing, which, can he do that? Yes, he has the potential to do it. Do I want him to do it? Heck yeah. Do I have shares of daggone BTJ? No, because I couldn't get him.
I do.
Well, see? So since you got shares of him, man, let us know, like, what are your thoughts about him as this next up and coming season? Do you think they're pushing him too high up? Like, so where he is?
Underdog has him as wide receiver 8, and he finished last year at wide receiver 4. Now they add Travis Hunter, and they got a new OC. So if you're saying to put a red stop in, where should he be then? If Underdog has him at 8, you got a red stop sign. What do you think he should be?
I'm not saying that he's not, like, he's fine where he's at. I just don't think he's going to finish where he finished last year, which is like top 4 as a rookie.
That's tough. No, I don't think he'll do that. I think he's priced around wide receiver 8. That's about where I would have him. I think he's priced correctly wide receiver 8. I probably wouldn't do if you're saying you're hearing people saying he's gonna be top 3, top 4. Then
like that's pretty much what it is. That's the reason why him and then this other guy, like the next guy that's coming up, that's kind of the reason why the other guys we'll talk about his teammate. But that's the only reason why I have BTJ as a kind of like punch breaks a little bit, because of what he has. Like, you don't want to push him to the top just to get high hopes, thinking, oh man, he's gonna be top 2 this year. He gonna be able to do it. And then he doesn't get it for you. So then you're going to be like, all right, let's get rid of Trevor Lawrence. They just paid the dog. They just paid him.
Right.
He ain't gonna get.
He
They
ain't
gonna get
going
rid of
nowhere.
him.
So what you're saying is don't do him like everyone did Marvin Harrison Jr. as a rookie.
Yep.
With all that
Pretty
hype
much.
on him, he had a good rookie year as a rookie, and now everybody want to shit on him. No.
Yeah.
Y'all put too much expectations on him.
Yep.
So should he
yeah.
have done better? Yes. Go ahead.
Mhm.
Sorry.
But yeah, man. For that next one, man, just so we can keep it nice and sweet, we had to bring in the teammate to Mr. Davante Adams, to the guy who they gonna be sharing the ball a little bit together. No pause moment right there, just straight pause. But yeah, man, Puka did his thing last year. He had 95 receptions for 1,135 yards on 6 touchdowns, and that's that was during his, I think that was during like his rookie season. Whenever he did that. Let me know, like, up on the stats, man. Let me know if I'm wrong or right. But I do know it is a little risky with him being there with Davante Adams. Since Davante Adams is coming over, can he take over the touchdown like what we talked about if we're projecting him to get high? But the one thing about Puka, great wide receiver, but can he stay healthy though?
Stay healthy.
And that's the one thing. That's the reason why he's up in the red right now, is because his targets share is going to probably drop with Dagon Davante coming in.
Mm-hmm.
But then on top of that, can he stay healthy? So what's your thoughts upon Puka?
So yeah, he finished a wide receiver 26 last year, but he had 990 receiving yards and he had 3 touchdowns. Touchdowns supposed to be killing him. So he's gonna kill. He only had 79 receptions. He gonna kill between the 20s, right? He gonna kill. He gonna eat. He gonna give you those PPRs, touchdowns. He's gonna probably be like 46 touchdowns again this year. That's why I think Davante gonna have over 13, 14 touchdowns. I don't know if I would red light him. I'm trying. Let me see. Underdog has him ranked at number 4. So I can see that. Okay, if you're saying that's why he should be red lighted.
Yeah, I'm
4. He's being drafted. No.
Yeah. So like that's some of the things that like I'm putting into, and like when you're looking at is that like, do you want to get that value? But then you also want to think about like you're putting too much on him. Like the dude has never been number 4, but he also has never had a full healthy season besides for his rookie year. And then his rookie year, he technically wasn't healthy his first couple games.
He was not. I mean, they got him over Malik, over Nico, Amon-Ra, Brian, Drake, London, all of them over him. Yeah, I would put Puka around 10 versus 4. Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm
man.
agreeing with you. Your receiver 4 is too much.
But yeah, man, that is we're gonna bring it to a close on this Cerberus Gridiron podcast, man. We did a nice little streetlight episode where we broke down 8. I'm talking about 8 phenomenal characters and players that are in the league. 3 green players, which was Rashid Rice, Jaden Daniels, and Ashton Jeanty. 2 yellow players, which ended up being Davante Adams and Saquon Barkley. 2 strong bets to consider. And 3 red lights, which was Tyreek Hill because of age, and then risk and injury. Also Brian Thomas Jr. as well, because he was a rookie from last year, and then is the fantasy community putting him too high and is going to expect too much for him next year. And then Puka, the value is what everybody is drafting him at, exactly what the coach was saying. They're drafting him at number 4. So the fantasy community is thinking he's going to take that next step, but he has to prove it, man. We're not saying that he's going to be that red light guy, but hey, man, we got to put the caution out there and tell y'all just to pump the brakes a little bit. Just pump the brakes and actually understand the stats and break it all down. But yeah, man, co-host, I'm going to let you take it off, and anything else you got to say, man.
Hey, and don't forget, just like traffic, dynasty football is about timing. Don't run that red light.
Don't you run that red light, man. I like
run
that, man.
Red light. Get a ticket. Just how I close every show. We thank y'all for coming out. You know, you could be anywhere. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving us positive feedback. Thank you for giving us 5-star review. We appreciate it. We thank you. We know y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us, and we very, very much appreciate that. Spread love,
not hate.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Cerberus Gridiron Podcast, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode.